Hi, Suzy.
Hi, Joe.
We're back.
We are. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday to you, too. It's Tuesdays with us.
It is.
So today's kind of an exciting one. Today, we're going to talk about a feature that is part of both Teams and Outlook.
Awesome.
And it's a feature where you can take an email from Outlook and you can share it directly into Teams.
Okay.
So you're like, well, why would you do that? You just forward the email to people. No.
It's
This is-
exhausting.
It's exhausting. It's time consuming. It's too much.
Unless it's a one-off, and
Right.
that's fine.
It's not. This isn't the 90s anymore. So we're gonna talk about, and I'm gonna show you how you
Okay.
can take that email,
Yes.
put it into Teams,
Yes.
and then be able to either put it into a chat with someone or a group of people. There's a nice feature because you can work on that in real time.
Uh-huh.
Or you can share it to a channel
Uh-huh.
in one of your teams and basically make it an announcement for everybody. So we're going to do that.
Okay.
All right, let's do it. So here I'm in my Outlook
And you got an email.
and I have an email sitting right here. So this email looks pretty important, that there's like a software update from SonicWall. So
Okay.
this seems pretty important. So what I'm going to do,
And you want everybody to know.
I want people to know about it, especially Sean. So what I'm going to do here in the actions, there's the reply all, forward, and then there's the dots next to forward.
Right.
You hit that, and there's this nifty option here called Share to Teams.
Oh, sweet.
Neat, right?
What amazing.
So you hit it, and what it's going to do is it's going to give you a little preview of what it looks like.
Uh-huh.
And then at the top, you can put in a message to like give some context or just talk about why you're sending this.
Say,
So I'm going to send
we
this.
need to talk about this.
This looks important. We need a 3-hour meeting about it. And then in the share to, you notice right here, it says type the name of a person, a group, or a channel. So you can share this to any three of those ways, any of those ways, any of those ways you can share this message. The other thing too is that you see it's grayed out here and it's really small, but it says include attachments. So let's say there was pictures on it, or maybe there was a document, or maybe there was a PDF of something, whatever.
Got it.
It will include the attachments as
If
part
you
of the
say so.
message. If you say so, you could say, no, don't include the attachments. But if you say include attachments,
It'll take everything.
it'll take everything in that message and shoot it off to Teams for everybody to see.
Fabulous.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share it first with Sean. 'Cause
Okay.
This looks, but you notice here now, I've typed in Sean's name, and the first part that comes up is people, and it's just Sean. So that would be private chat with just Sean.
Right.
But then you also see that there's all these other chats here that are group chats here. So Sean has been a part of all these group chats. So
Which is why all that comes up.
which is why it all comes up. So you could say, oh, we should share this with both Renee and Sean, or we're going to share it with Drew and Sean. So anything that he's been part of, you can also either send it to just him directly or the group. So we're just going to send to him directly.
Okay.
So you notice now his name comes up,
Yes.
but you also notice that you could put in another person's name.
Mhm.
So you could say, okay, I want Sean and Drew to both have this. Let's say there were no group chats here. You could send this to multiple people by just putting their name
Got it.
in there. And of course, I just removed it. So we'll put Sean back. And then now the share button lights up. You hit it and it spins for a second and it says your email is on its way to Teams. And you can go straight to Teams or you can just hit close. So I'm going to hit close because we're going to go off to Teams.
There it is.
So now in the chat, there it is. He's going to see this whole like summary message, like it's going to, but then if he wants to see what it looks like, if he wants to see what it really looked like
when you got it.
Correct. If you click on it, it will actually bring up this preview, and it looks exactly like the email.
It does.
There it is. There's the whole email
Amazing.
right there. So the nice thing of what you've done here is you've turned Teams into the main place to now start working on something. If you
Right.
shared it to Teams, whether it's just a one-on-one chat, a group chat, an announcement to a channel. I'll show you the announcement to the channel next.
So forget the email stuff.
Yeah,
You're just going to go back and forth in Teams, which is so much more efficient.
Yes, it's incredibly more efficient than what you're doing. So here I'm going to share this again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to share it to Teams.
Mm-hmm.
And so now I'm going to share it to a channel. So we have a channel called Suzy and Joe Videos, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to share it directly to that channel. So what this does, instead of going to the chat, this puts it in the posts of the channel. So whether it's, informational, or you want the group to know about something. And the nice thing about those posts is those posts are sticky.
Yes.
That's the way to say it. They're sticky. So they stay there all the time, unless for whatever reason
somebody really decides to get rid of them.
Well, the only person that can get rid of them is the originator. So the originator could say, okay, we're done with this. We had it up for a year, or it's been superseded or whatever. But see, now here it is. So now this just randomly, not randomly, but this just appeared in the posts as you could add some context to it and add I didn't put a message at the top of it, but you can. Or it's hey, we got these pictures back from a project. Everybody take a look at it and review, or do something with it or whatever. You can do the post in here. But the nice thing about the posts, besides, when you hover over the posts, you get all these the little emojis that but there's also a menu next to it too. And you hit that, and so the user that's in the channel has two options. They can save this message for future use. So in Teams, it saves it in their Teams as a saved message.
Okay.
That's what save this message means.
Yeah.
So now when you click on your icons or your face, there's a menu option, wrong button. There's a menu option down here at the bottom that says saved. You click that.
And you see everything that was saved.
There's everything that was saved that you said, I need to save this because I'm going to need it for some reason.
Genius.
That is very smart. Very, very. And the other option that you get that anyone can do is that's always beneficial is you can pin this to the top of the channel.
Got it.
So you hit pin, and then it's going to ask you, this will be pinned for everyone who views the channel. And you say, oh, no, maybe not. Or you say, yeah, let's pin it.
Yes.
So then this push pin shows up. And then it will appear in a minute. And it's for whatever reason, there's a lag on here. But this push pin means that it's pinned up at the top. And what that means is when anybody else goes to this channel, at the very top of the channel,
first thing they see.
It's the first thing they see. It's like a gray bar that goes across.
Love it.
Yeah. So now you've made this stick for everyone, and that they can see it from all the time.
And you've really changed how otherwise you would have to be dealing with about 50,000 emails back and forth.
Correct. That is correct. And then there's also the reverse of it, that you can take a message in Teams, a announcement in Teams, you can actually share it back to Outlook to email it to someone too.
Awesome.
You could do that too.
Outside.
Yeah.
Who doesn't have anything to do with this really, but might be interested.
Might be interested to know or something. You can share the other way too. But this is a very, very simple, efficient, and it's a very practical way to get information out of email and share it with, your colleagues, your groups,
and make it workable.
Because you notice down here, when you put it in as a post, one of the It always happens. You can also do replies to the post down here too. So somebody can say, oh, I should really look at this, or they reply it with,
Oh, I saw it last week and da, 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 da.
yeah. And so you have all of this that
And it's still,
with it.
yeah,
It's
right.
so then if it was 2 months from now and this is out there, somebody can go back and say, okay,
That's what happened.
Joe posted about this. Here was the discussion. It's all right there. It's just, it's there. You don't have to, no sifting through emails, no trying to find stuff in the search. Just go to Teams.
Great
Go to Teams.
topic.
And then the other thing too is the way that it formats this as text. If somebody clicks on it here in the posts,
Right.
it gives them the full
original.
And if there were any file attachments, they'd see the file attachments too. So it's all shared in one place. You're not forwarding, you're not making multiple copies. It's in one place. It's pretty awesome.
Breath of fresh air.
It's a huge breath of fresh air for collaborating. And that is sharing to teams.
Awesome, Joe.
Nice.